Yeah, I disagree with Ron Martin and anybody that advocates that we should vote. I disagree with anybody thinking that we are equal to the Caucasians because the struggle of us getting freedom, justice, and equality has been going on too long, and the the educational system in America keeps getting worse and worse. The justice system keeps getting worse and worse, and the people forgive all the injustice and crimes that was committed on us in the past, thinking that some kind of way it's going to change. And I think this is all due to cowardliness. Yeah, I think that we have grown accustomed to being victims. They got a fancy name for it, but it's just that we're comfortable in our victimization. Uh, long as the individual could get by without being harassed or victimized, he's content. But eventually, if we don't get him or her in this generation, the next one's, you know, is going to be worse on them, either financially or physically or mentally. And it's getting to be the norm of mistreating people of color or people, black people, melanated people. It's beginning to be a habit. Well, it is a habit because it's been going on for 500 years. In each decade, there's always somebody getting murdered unjustly by the police, the courts acting unjustly, and you complain, but in the meanwhile, that person's dead. And then they always try to turn it around and say it was the victim's fault because she knew someone that was a dope dealer or something, and they make an excuse, you know, for the public, especially when it gets on national news. And when the black man or the black woman gets treated so unjustly, the only place we go is to the injustice system trying to get justice. And sometime every now and then, you look up for whatever reasons and get justice, but or something like justice. But for the most part, black people are being victimized all kind of ways. And then you go and vote, thinking that it's gonna change, and it never does. It gets worse. No matter if you vote for a black president, Chinese president, brown president, it don't never change. It gets worse. And so, I'm gonna keep preaching, that the way I do. Maybe, I might get through, but for the most part, you know, uh, I'm not getting too many ears listening to me. At least that's what's indicated on my channel, on my views and my likes, And I've been flagged a couple of times on uh, however they do this thing, because I was looking at the guidelines of YouTube, uh, and they really don't want you to talking, really don't want you talking about stuff like this. They don't like you going against the grain or the government or whatever, the system. And they don't want to acknowledge within themselves that the system is flawed, because really YouTube is set up to make money off of popular opinion, and if your channel is popular, then they could put commercials on there. And really, they don't care too much of what you're talking about. It's just that they want to attract advertisers, you know. And if you're a creator of content and you have a very popular channel, the advertisers want to advertise on your channel. See, that's all that is. It's a money making thing. And mostly the advertisers that make money, they they are wanting this system to work, because you know they like the way things is going. And you can make money any kind of way. You can make money being a preacher, teacher, whatever, but a scientist, whatever, it's ways to make money in this system, and that's all they care about. They don't care about human rights. They just care about how to make money. So, but the people that's consumers, they don't want you to stop consuming, because that's how they make their money, by you consuming. They don't never want you to wake up and tear yourself away from this system. They want you to constantly be in debt just by being a consumer. Even if you work or whatever, you're going to be in debt because the way this system is set up. It's set up for you to be in debt. The money that they use is debt money. It's an IOU, and that's how you get interest. So that's why when you during this period of time now, the way things is happening, they were able to go up on prices, and people can't afford to live in their house and everything like that. Things is getting worse and worse. And the middle class people, see, don't really supposed to be no classes, but there is. And the middle class people, pretty soon they gonna get knocked out their class, and it's just gonna be you rich or you very poor. Poor may go like this: filthy rich or poor, very poor. So, if y'all keep investing money in the politics, keep investing money in the Wall Street, and let everybody holding your money, you don't get to keep your money. It's in the bank, or it's everywhere except in your pocket. As long as you keep letting things happen like that, things is going to get to the point where you will have to be eliminated. That's where it's at now. So they're doing it little by little, picking you off individually. The only way you're going to solve this problem is for you to, especially the black man and black woman, is to stand your ground where you at and just quit doing everything. Don't vote, don't register, don't pay taxes, you know, don't go to work. If enough of you do that, they can't operate. You close down the country. You don't have the president close down the country. Y'all get together, close down the country. And then you'll see what kind of changes are being made. This black light.